All right.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the For a Laugh podcast.
Episode 5. This is the mid-season finale.
It's like we're going on hiatus.
Yeah, we're going on a 1 week break.
The hiatus.
Well, really, it's a half a week break if we come back next week. So
Isn't it a half week break every week before we film?
that's what I'm saying.
That's right.
So
Every
it's a-
week's a hiatus.
But the difference is this week, because it's the mid-season finale,
It actually is
it's
a
going to
break.
be a massive cliffhanger.
It is, actually. Do you know, I was thinking, I did say the name of the podcast then because I don't think, since episode 1, we've never said at the beginning, hello, everybody. Welcome to the For a Laugh podcast.
Wow. Look at
So,
that. We've
not that it's a problem.
grown as people.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what
it
it is.
took us to our mid-season to...
Yeah, to finally acknowledge it,
The
yeah.
producers were yelling at us.
They're like, all right, there's a bit of an elephant in the room. Okay, so
Just say your brand.
what's the first bloody topic today going to be? Let's get into it. Let's just jump
let's
into
just
it.
jump straight into that shit. I should also start my timer. Well,
My
Dan.
God, how will we know?
Exactly. It's like, has this podcast been going on for an hour? Okay.
What are you, Joe Rogan?
Dan,
Go on.
this
Talk to me.
Saturday,
Oh my gosh.
what is happening? Go.
Do you mean this spooker day?
Dan, I'm scared enough as it is. Right.
So
Cut it out.
we're going to have, me and my girlfriend are going to be hosting a spooktacular Halloween housewarming.
October 31st.
That's right. It's actually October the 27th, but we are
Yeah, I'm
gonna
still
be...
cracking that joke that night, though.
I know. Oh, of course.
The whole night
You
I'm
have
like, Spooktober 31st.
You got it. If you don't,
It's from
then,
BoJack.
then you're a chump.
I stole it.
So that's the number one rule when you steal a joke, is always remind people that it's stolen.
I'm honest.
Yeah, so we're hosting at the party, and it's kind of it's not going to be too bad. I mean, it's interesting, right? Like today we went food shopping, and then it's the classic, like, okay, do you buy, because you don't want to buy so much that at the end of the party you're like, what do I do with all this leftover food?
Righto, yeah.
Especially because we don't have the biggest fridge either, so it's kind of like
Yeah.
it all, like, some of the stuff, if we don't use it, it will literally go to waste, like, because we don't have any place to store it, so we'll just have to throw it away. So we bought the food today, and that's kind of, as I said, always a bit nervous, like, oh, they're gonna like it, blah blah blah. But it was okay, and it wasn't even that expensive, thank goodness. We just bought like party pies, sausage rolls, chips, dips, all that sort of, you know, the basics of party etiquette.
Standard.
Very standard, yeah. And yeah, we've sort of decorated the house a little bit. We're going to be putting up a bit of the old, you know, like cobwebs and stuff.
Yeah.
We got some neon lights that'll be a bit funky, a bit spooky.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna we should like start smoking like before people come in, just so there's smoke. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And we're like, no, it's just an effect. They're like, it smells like cigarettes. We're like, well, yeah, we did smoke, but
Nah.
we just did it for an effect.
Right.
So yeah, we bought all the stuff, you know, we're hosting
Yeah.
it. It's kind of interesting. What's nice is that, and it's funny that this is what's nice, but there's not that many people coming.
You know, that's going to be one of my questions, actually. Like,
Yeah.
are you... It's been a while since I've looked at the list. Actually, I don't think I've said I'm going. I am going, but...
I know. Well, there's some
Sorry.
people who haven't said
Sorry.
that.
I
We
don't
know.
normally... I see those things and... Well, I'm not trying to get to... I'm trying not to say... I'm going to try and say it is like... I'm personal with this podcast because I feel like every time we go on like a tangent, but I do have like anxiety and stuff. So like when I see stuff like that, I'm like, cool, I'll go. But I'm not
Yeah.
looking at the event again.
Right. Yeah.
So
You don't want it
I
to
don't
be-
know how many
No, I
people are
get that.
going. So I was actually going to ask.
I don't know. I think there's
Like
about
20?
30. Yeah, it's really not like
30?
a huge...
Fucking hell.
Well, somewhere between 20 and 30. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be a huge thing, which, you know, in all honesty, is I'm okay with that. Like, I've had parties before with like 70, 80 people.
I was literally looking at this right here, the party at Dan's 18th,
Yeah.
one of my favorite videos that I've made. That was a
And
great
look,
night.
That was a fun night. That
Yeah.
definitely was. But I think that's kind of only something that you... I don't know.
Well, that's an
I was gonna
18th.
say-
You kind of go balls to the wall for your 18th.
Yeah, that's
like
what I was
I
going to
did.
say. I was
yeah.
going to say it's only something you can do when you're 18 or when you're in high school. But, you know, you can do it afterwards. But I don't know. That's not really...
But you'd end up looking around and being like, well, you're not really my friend. And it's like, who the fuck
Yeah,
is this?
exactly. It's not really the
You
kind
know?
of socializing that I do these days. Because, I mean, I used to see a lot more... I'm not even trying to
It's
say
like,
that
Dan,
I'm like...
this is a non
I know, yeah, exactly. I'm coming out
this
like,
week? No,
guys,
go
I'm
ahead.
lonely.
Go ahead, yeah.
No, I used to see a lot more people than I do, and I used to be a lot more like, I'm still sociable, but I don't see as many different people, I guess. Or at least when I see them, it's not as much partying. Like, I'd still party, just not with,
as many people.
Yeah, as many different people. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like partying with the same people, which I enjoy. You know, I have nothing wrong with that. But so I don't really have a need to invite 70, 80 people, and neither does Kath. So we're happy with the smaller numbers. You know, small. You know, a decent amount of people come where it's still fun. It's still like, okay, we're having a party, but
yeah. Well, look, man, like, you know, there's no problem in inviting the people that you actually want to see instead of like inviting a bunch of random ass people.
Well, and the thing is, you know, in high school, like, you want to have that party that everyone's talking about on Monday, you know? It's like, whereas now I really don't care about any of that. I don't care about reputation, like not with friends and stuff. And so I'm honestly just happy to,
Yeah, I know what you mean. It is a lot like that.
Have a smaller group of people, and then because I don't need to, I don't care if people are like, oh, was it a good party? Did Dan have a lot of people there? Like, I want people to enjoy the party, but I don't care about like it making me out as cool. You know, I have no interest in that. So honestly, I don't need people there that are going to give me like popularity points, you know, which I think that I definitely did for my 18th.
Well, yeah, I didn't have one this year, but how about next year? Well, one of them was like family reasons, because I'm just been going down there.
For your 21st,
21st, I think.
Yeah, 21st you've always got it. I was kind of like, is it? No.
Yeah. I didn't do one this year. But then again, like, it's the same as you, like...
next year is your 21st. Yeah,
next year will be my 21st, yeah.
Yeah.
If I would have done it again this year, it would have been like the third year in a row, but...
Yeah.
You know, it's funny, like... It's like what you said just then, like, I feel like, you know... Last year, I don't miss in a bad way, but I kind of felt like I was like, shit, there's a lot of people who weren't here last year.
Yeah.
Because my 18th, I had, like, my sister's friends, heaps of my friends from school.
Yeah.
And I did a bit like you, I kind of was just like... Okay, I barely speak to you. Hey, do you want to come over on Friday night for my party? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
and there's nothing wrong with that if you party,
when the numbers drop,
time.
it can be a bit shattering on your self-esteem.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Look, I mean,
we can't stay away from fears in this podcast. Just go full on.
I know we have to. No, look, honestly, like, there definitely. Look, as much as I'm saying that, there definitely was a part of me that was kind of like, oh, you know, why aren't as many people coming? Like, do you not have as many friends? And I guess, but the thing is, the truth is, no, I don't have as many friends.
No one really does, though.
The friends I do have are better than...
quality
the quality of the friendships are better now than they were when I was in high school. There was so many high school, like, just casual acquaintances, and those are nice, but I definitely enjoy and I value my relationships more now than I did then, because they just weren't as good. Honestly, as I said, like, there are so many reasons why it's just better to have less people. It's always nice to see a bunch of people, but genuinely at this point in my life, I just want to enjoy myself. Like, I don't, you know, this whole popularity thing, it's not what I'm interested in, and it's not, it doesn't matter to me, as maybe not as much as it should. I don't know. Like,
no, it's good you feel that way. Well, it can be a bit.
It definitely took a while to get there, though. Like, don't get me wrong. I definitely, even, you know, as long as a few months ago, especially a few months ago when I kind of lost the last, like, school friend group friendship that I had. That was definitely, I felt very insecure at that time, because I was like, shit, like, you know, I've left high school, but I, like, no one from high school sees me as cool anymore. You know, I really had that kind of complex in my head. But then I learned to be like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm happy now. I've moved out. Even if some of the high school kids don't think that's cool, in my opinion, that's cooler than any of them. Like, it's like we've talked about, you know, I'm sorry, but it's like, I think having a proper job where you make a good income and can support yourself financially, as well as just do the things you want to do, I think that's better than, you know, the alternative. So
the thing is, like, I always have, like, I think my force of habit is the instantly think that people don't like me, but, you know, the thing is, I generally did think until, like, a couple of months ago that, like, a lot of people from school didn't like me. And it's like, when I run into people at, like, mostly clubs and stuff, like, the whole year is really sweet. Even people that I didn't necessarily talk to or
definitely
like, not in a bad way, just they weren't really my cup of tea, you know, and I'm sure I was the exact same to them. Like, they've all been really sweet. So I think it's a force of habit just to instantly assume that people don't. And even that group, like, I'm sure, you know, when if they ever do see you, like it's not going to be like a massive
that's the thing, like
feud. It will just be like a bit of a how you doing, and then that's it. But I doubt them or anyone from our year would go out of their way just to be a dick.
Well, that's what's nice about that's what's nice about relationships once you leave high school is that they just become so much more mature and like you know it's not a big drama over every single thing, and like it's not one of those things of like you're either with us or we hate you. You know, it's like you don't have to be friends with someone, but you can still like them. You can still be friendly with them now that you've left. You know,
and time really tells.
Yeah, definitely. I think so for sure.
Well, it's been like nearly 2 years now, hasn't it? I think it has been 2 years
since you graduated. Well, you know, it's funny.
Weird.
It's funny that you say about the graduation because I got a message on Facebook from someone who's from the Alumni Association. Do you know what that is? It's like the group that organizes all of like the. I was about to say the name of our school for a second. I don't know if we should, but
bleep it out.
Yeah, it's the person who organizes all of the
I got that.
reunions and catch-ups and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, the one down at the.
Well, there's one that's happening down there, and
I was like, the fuck is this? You don't want to do that.
There's an event there, but then like so there's the association in general that like keeps people up to date. So that's actually what sends out.
It's called immunity, isn't it?
Sorry.
It's called immunity. It's the name of our school, immunity. The page that you got. That notified on.
Alumni, maybe? I don't know.
That's it.
Alumni.
It's something A.
Yeah, alumni.
A something.
Association, whatever.
Yeah.
And so that basically. Anyway, I wasn't actually in that group.
Yeah, I remember you said. That's why I was confused.
Oh, because when you left school, you had to sign up, I think, and I think most people did. Or
well, I think they sent you an invite, and it was up to you if you wanted to say yes.
That's
or not.
it. Yeah, and
I don't know why I said yes, but.
Well, look, I think there's nothing.
Now I'm getting asked to go down the pub and.
Well, are you going to go to that? Because I actually saw that.
It's weird. Why would you go? Because it's the classic, like.
I don't know.
Why would you go there? It's like people are going to get.
Well, it is.
Pissed.
It is your local though, which is so.
It
funny,
is my local. I can bring a bloody teacher
we should just
back.
go like, oh my god, that would be.
Like, what is it? Can you please explain to me what it is? Because I saw it, I glanced at it, I was like, this can't be real.
I don't really know. In all
is it
honesty,
for the year that just graduated, or should we rock up and be like, guys, you're 2 years late? Like,
it's I'm a little bit curious, in all honesty, because look, okay. Regardless, it's a meetup. You see people, whatever. That's not the part that I'm confused about. Okay.
I'm confused about the pub bit.
Yeah, but let me get to what I'm confused about. Okay, because I know that's confusing. So I got messaged by one of the persons in it saying, "Would you like to be part of like the committee for it next year?" Mm-hmm. Which is where you go and I guess you decide like, okay, are we going to go to the pub next, or are we going to go for coffee or whatever?
Right.
And I don't know, man. Like
they messaged you.
That one of them messaged me and saying like, my brother was in your year. You know, I know you were whatever part of the school leadership in year 12. Would you like to be?
You were, and can I just say,
I really wasn't.
You fumbled
to be honest. Yeah.
Not in a bad way. I'm just saying, like, I'm just being truthful.
No, you're right. Well,
I don't mean out of rude
for the audience, if anyone's curious, I was the drama prefect.
Yeah,
I was the drama prefect, but me and the drama teacher, the head of drama, did not get along. In fact, I genuinely don't think we spoke more than 10 words to each other throughout the whole.
Yeah, what did you do being drama
12.
prefect? Did you actually like do anything?
I literally did nothing. I was literally.
It's just a fancy name, like
it genuinely was.
And Aiden ended up getting the drama award, so he didn't even get that.
I was
fucking classic Aiden.
Anyway, so she messaged me, and the thing is, I got that message, and I still haven't replied. I feel bad. I should send her a message, but I just kind of thought like now that I'm out of high school, I don't think I'm ready to go back, and I don't think I will be ready for a while. But like, and obviously I know that being part of the group doesn't mean you have to go and study there anymore. But I just, and it's funny, I didn't even have that bad an experience in high school. I just prefer the person I am now and the place I'm in now. So I'm kind of like just happy with where I'm at. You know what I mean? I don't want to be backpedaling. I think I definitely have a fear of like, not making progress. I have a fear of like moving backwards. Yeah. You know, that's part of why like I was so eager to move out, because it was like I was, you know, getting so worried like, shit, am I just in a dead end, like staying at my parents? Like, you know, I need to get out. I need to make the next step in my life, whatever it is, you know. And I think that's definitely for me has been like a bit of the old strength and weakness, But anyway, I just thought it was interesting because I don't know. I'd be curious. Like, what do you think? Are you happy to put high school behind you? Do you think you would like to revisit it a bit? Because I don't know.
It's funny. Like, I felt a bit sad today, to be honest, because I did see like last week the second year from our school. Well, since it's been 2 years since we've graduated, so that's like the second bunch now since we've left, graduated. And it's just like, it's weird, I'm actually really proud of the stuff that I've done, and I can't get annoyed at stuff I've done because I've actually done probably like 10 times better than a job which I thought I would. And a lot of that has nothing really to do with me. It's the fact that I got a job, and I was really lucky that I got that. If I didn't have that job, I'd be very confused and lost. But I think I'm very lucky where I am. But I'm like you, I wouldn't want to. As much as I miss it in a way, like I miss seeing people, I miss the kind of general vibe, I miss socializing with multiple people in like a work environment. That's my problem. Like I work with my dad and another person, not at Bunnings, by the way. It's my Bunnings jumper. I just rock it. So I work with two people, and one of the things I miss most about school is working with multiple people.
Yeah, I definitely.
Which is why I go out and socialize kids, because if I don't, I become a hermit.
That is the main thing I do miss about school.
It's the social. That's literally what everyone says.
Well, it's
like
the people.
The socializing the people.
Yeah, the people almost like, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but almost being forced to see people. In a good way. Like, it's like having those friendships that you definitely don't continue with when you're not forced to see them, So that's definitely the part I miss. But the part I don't miss is, like, as I was talking about before with the party, the part I don't miss is the popularity contest.
Yeah, that bullshit. Literally.
The social side of it. Not necessarily all of the social side of it, just the toxicity and
it got pretty toxic near the end.
Yeah, all the judgment and all the who's cooler and who's blah blah blah, and all the groups and all this stuff. Like, that stuff I'm very happy to just put behind me and not worry about again. And in a sense as well, like, I don't even know why, but I just think the school takes me back to a place, because I was also in a fairly bad place in year 11 and 12. I got a lot better towards the end of year 12, but I don't know. I think thinking about that place and going back to that place takes me back to a mental state that I am very happy to have left. And so that's why I don't really like revisiting that place as much.
Can I just say though, like, it is so classic our school to message, I don't miss in a bad way, someone like you who had like did like so many ATARs, like did great, like, you know what I mean? Like, they'd never message me. I hope they watch this. Seriously. As much as I love that school and love a lot of the people there, they'd never messaged me. I did general, I barely passed. Like, they would never, ever message me. Yet I left school, I got a fucking job, I'm doing this with you, I'm making a name for myself, I'm doing better than so many people from that year. Like, this isn't a joke. Like, we're in the top 10 easily successful people of the year. I don't want to say it in a dicky way, but it's the truth. It's the truth,
I think,
and they'd never ever
that's what's
think about
so
messaging
funny
someone like
is
me.
That, but that's what's so funny, and that's what doesn't make any sense, is that I don't know. I think that's definitely a problem with the school system, is that it's so surrounding like grades and I guess your reputation. But it's like,
literally,
since I've left school, I've been very like hesitant to even think about going back, or like and I don't mean go back to study, but I mean like go back to visit or whatever. Whereas I think there are plenty of other people who were genuinely more involved in the school thing and genuinely enjoy it more, that would have loved to receive that, like, to get that message, But for me, it was kind of like, I was a bit like, honestly, I read the message and I just instantly was feeling anxiety. You know what I mean? Right. I was like, because first of all, I was like, shit, I don't want to let this person down. They want me to do the thing. Then I was like, I don't want to go back to that place. I don't want to have to deal with that. Like, that's too much responsibility. It's also going to bring back too much pain and blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, but I don't want to, honestly, the whole thing just made me feel a level of anxiety that, like, is literally what I didn't like about high school. So
what makes me laugh though is that, like, this is the most religious, strictest school, yet they're having a reunion at the pub.
The pub.
Not just the pub, my local pub. What the hell? This is ridiculous.
That's so funny. So I actually don't know. So, okay, let's talk about this. I don't know much details about that. I literally
No, I didn't
saw
really
it, like,
see it
yesterday.
either.
So
I hope you have the
do
information.
you think there would be? Are there going to be teachers there? Like I don't.
I think it's more of a.
Students?
I don't
'Cause
know.
I genuinely have no idea.
But I just don't.
You get a beer token, so.
I heard about the old bid. It's like one and one only.
Like, wait a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
One only. They'll be
Well,
like,
I
you
hope-
can't have any more.
I hope so, because could you imagine, like, the thing is, like, what's stopping you from going to the bar and literally doing what we would do
Yeah.
anyway and just
Yeah.
buy a drink?
Yeah.
They were like, they left school, they probably don't have jobs.
No.
They probably
well,
can't afford.
I don't know. I
They
don't
need
know.
a
Maybe it would be
token.
more mature. I genuinely don't know. It's a very.
It'd just be so weird to go down, like, crack a bevy with the fucking vicar. From school down the pub.
It's probably going to be more students. There might not even be any teachers. What if there? Okay, we'll just talk theoretically. What if there were no teachers there? Would that be something you'd be interested in?
Not really. I don't want to see people.
Yeah, and the thing
If I
is,
see you, anyone, it's because I like you.
yeah.
If I don't see you, I'm sorry, you're not really my top priority.
Thing is as well with people from school, I'd kind of rather if I'm going to see them, I'd rather it either be like I asked them specifically to come to a party, or I got invited to a party of theirs or something like that, or if I saw them randomly at like a club.
Yeah.
Or at like
I'm happy to run into someone, but like, you know, there's a lot, apart from a few people, there's just not really a lot of people who I don't talk to at the moment who I'm like, shit, I wish we were just a little bit more closer.
yeah.
There's maybe like a couple of people I can think of who I just wish I saw a bit more.
Yeah, definitely. You know, there are
Or spoke to, even literally like just spoke to like through text or something.
Yeah, that I have that exact thought. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes like
Like
there's
respect to them, but I don't really want to see you.
Yeah, well, there's a guy that works at the shop locally. Shout out to Jack L. Is all
It's
I'll
like
say.
who?
I won't.
Lebowski.
I'm not gonna dox him, but no, he's a really nice guy, and like
Yeah.
whenever I see him at the when he serves me at the shop, I'm like, hey man, you know, we have like a
'cause
tiny
he's-
little chat, you know.
Yeah.
And I always think to myself, literally every time I leave, I'm like, you know, I should send him a message. I should like ask him to go out for a drink or go out for like a coffee or something.
This can be it.
I know, I should.
Just link in the podcast
what?
and link the time. Hi. How you doing?
Could you get a coffee with me, Jack?
I actually went out with Jack. He was at Reese's going away party.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing.
That's the last time I saw him.
Like-
Looked like Captain America as he grew his beard out and he like flicked his hair back.
He does, man.
Looking good, my
he's
man.
Looking good.
Looking good.
No, that's the thing. People like that, I see them or whatever, and I would like to catch up, but you know, I'm busy and I don't always have the time. But I don't know. It's a tough thing, because the thing is, at the same time, I don't want to be seeing people just because we went to high school together either. Like, I think he's definitely a nice guy, but it's like there are some people where I'm kind of like, it'd be nice to see them catch up, but would I message them at all if we didn't go to high school together? And then I'm like, no. And then I'm like, okay, well then I won't.
I feel like go to ourselves as well. Like, you're gonna go see someone. Like, the way I look at it, I'm like, are we gonna have a conversation that's gonna, like, are we gonna be able to like,
yeah,
talk
is it gonna be like, oh, what's
for over
Becky
an
up to?
hour
What's
and
what's
still have
Jane,
conversation?
What's Jane doing? You know,
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, still have a conversation.
if it's a really basic conversation,
you
then
can't-
it's like I don't care for
you
it.
can't small talk for like an hour and then
No,
you get
exactly.
to that point, you're like, the fuck do I do now?
And the thing is, it's like, what social event can you have for less than an hour? Like,
That's the thing. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
if you
That's
make
the
a
thing.
time with someone to meet up, you kind of have to be with
Yeah.
them for at least an hour. You can't just do what they do in movies and like
Well,
sit down.
it's like,
5 minutes later,
Yeah.
okay, well, thanks for the talk, and then go. That doesn't happen in real
well,
life.
that's why I like going to the pub and seeing people again because, you know,
Bumping into them.
well, like, you
or,
know, people
yeah.
just kind of like open up more when they drink and like they can be more
Oh,
chilled out,
definitely.
you know what I mean? Like, and I know it's a bad thing to say and probably not a woke thing to say, but that's what I like because you can literally just kind of like chill out and like you lose your like anxieties of not seeing each other
Definitely,
for a
for
while and, you know, I think a couple of dates, I'm always like, not in a weird way, but I'm like, you know, do you want to get a couple of drinks, you know, and then get some dinner, you know, because like it takes the edge off.
Absolutely.
Plus, they can open up a bit more, and you can open a bit more, and you know,
It makes you feel more comfortable, more relaxed.
yeah, exactly. So like,
And I feel like if you do
maybe
that,
that's why it's at the pub. This thing,
yeah, exactly. They're like, all right, we're
everyone
gonna
doesn't
ease
say
them
a
up.
word, and then in the first beer down, they're
And
like,
like, you remember that time?
oh, you
that-
remember when?
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like you're only one beer down. I know.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I won't be welcome back in that school. I accidentally broke a lot of shit there. I blew up a speaker once accidentally. I mid like, you know, mid period break when like double periods. You know, the breaks between. They got cancelled because of me, Lewis, Jesse, Josh, and Luke. That was us.
Menaces.
Because we used to always run and knock on this fucking window and then run, and she'd come out every week, every Monday at like half period. That's why they cancelled the older mid-period breaks.
Oh, because you just got to walk around for like 5 minutes, or?
Well, our math teacher would let us roam. He was great. And we used to like print out 100 copies of the same picture to every single printer around the school. Do you remember all those pictures going around?
You were a bit of a Bart Simpson, like.
Yeah.
Damn,
we used to like wreak havoc. So I feel like I remember it made me laugh because when we left school, they're like, "Please don't hesitate to come back." And I came back once to see a teacher, and like I went up to the front desk, and literally the first thing the receptionist said to me was like, "Oh, why are you here?" I was so much for a bloody warm welcome. You can come back whenever you like.
Yeah, I love it. We didn't say you could come. That's so funny.
It's like the classic, "Did you do ATAR? Get out."
A few months ago, I went to the school because my sister, it was Father's Day, and my dad had gone away for the weekend on like a father's getaway, like the classic like Father's Day, all right, let's get out of town. So it was either like on the Monday or the Friday. I think it was the Friday because I dropped Dad off on the Fridays, or I dropped him off on the Thursday, and then the Friday, the primary school was having like a Father's Day breakfast or whatever with the kids, you know.
Oh, sweet.
And so Dad was away, so I went with my sister.
They're like, "You're a bit young."
Well, yeah, pretending to be my dad. And look, it was like, I think.
Did you see any teachers?
Well, so I'm getting to that. So my sister was happy that I went, and it was nice. So then I was there, and I was like, and she went to her class, and I was like, well, you know, I'm here now.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know, 8:00 or something. And so I was like, okay, you know, I'll just walk around, just have a look around. Like, I just wanted to see the place, you know.
What a nostalgia fest.
Because there's a lot of physical memory as well that I have there. Like, so I did a little bit of a nostalgia walk, and I'm generally not a very nostalgic person, so I was like, all right, I'll dip into it for a minute, you know. Yeah. I think every now and then I'm like, all right, okay, I'll buy it. So then I walk around, I saw, I don't want to like...
Yeah, it's like docs.
Say all the names.
Beep. Just say what they taught.
I saw my physics teacher. A guy, young guy.
Okay.
Skinny. One time he came with a big beard, and he has kind of like
spiky
uppy hair. Yeah.
Okay.
So I saw him. We had a nice little chat. That was nice. He was like, "Oh, you should go talk to the accounting teacher." Like,
He rode past his bike the other day. Actually,
he what?
He rode past him the bike the other day.
Oh, nice.
He's like, "All right." I was like, "How you going, man?"
And he was like, "You should go see the bloody counselor."
Oh, and that's why you sent me a picture and...
Yes.
Yeah, I need to do that. That's why I went back the first time.
Look, it genuinely would have been nice to see her and chat to her, but it was just so funny that I saw him, and like the first thing he said to me was like, you should go see the counselor.
Like, why are you back? Do you miss it that much?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I love it. The first thing he thought of me when he saw me was like...
He's like, you must be in a dark place to come back here. Yeah. No, I do. I need to go back and see the counselor.
So I did try to go see her, but she was not in her room, which was a shame. And then I think I tried to see whether she's, but you know, because it was beginning of the day, most of them were teaching, I'm pretty sure. So then I saw my maths teacher. I saw someone else as well though.
Drama?
No.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have brought that up.
I know, that would have been hilarious. I think I saw like an English, I don't even know. But I saw my maths teachers. So the one of them I saw and I was like, hey, how you going? And I also was like, sorry for being a massive creep in year 12. Like,
that is so accurate.
Yeah. Literally.
Let's not get into that.
No, we won't. That's like what you said last week. It's a good story for another day. But then the other maths teacher, who was like the head of the department, she literally, and I'm not even kidding, all up, I was there probably about 15 minutes. You know what I mean? I was at the school for like 20 minutes after my sister had gone to class. So I really wasn't there long. I was literally just popping in to sort of say hi for a second to like the teachers. And then, you know, I'm probably not going to go there again for another like 2 years, you know. And the head of the department who taught me, and like we're pretty friendly, she was like, hi, you know, good to see you, how you going? And then like literally within a minute of talking to me, she was like, you know, you actually can't be here without a pass, so you should go. Like, all right, that's enough of that kind of talk. We should have a bit of a break and then get back to it. Let's go. Okay, we are, clap it, back, baby. Okay. This is
Very confused by what just happened, but let's just roll with it anyway.
so what happened was we spoke
Over our intermission.
over for too long and the cameras cut out, so we just had to cut it. And plus we were rambling on about high school anyway, so we'll move on to another topic.
Yeah.
But we are back.
Hello.
And,
Good to see you again.
hello for the video watchers out there. I'm getting too technical. I get so like paranoid about whether the thing looks good or not.
Yeah.
I screwed up one of the angles, so the angle that was on my face was it was like on the wrong side. I don't know how to explain it. I'll probably fix it when I edit it. Hopefully it'll look good. If it
And
doesn't,
if you're on audio, you'll be scratching your noggin right now.
yeah, if it doesn't, then you can blame Connor because he does all the editing, right?
That's right. I do edit a podcast.
Not this one.
Let's just
buddy.
not say which one.
Anyway, that was my goof. So sorry for the video
That's okay,
watchers
man.
if my
I will
angle
accept
specifically was a little bit off center. Can you forgive me? Because I do this once a week.
I
I'll
cannot
fix it
forgive
next
you.
week. Next week will be perfect.
I cannot forgive
this
you.
is the first week that all three angles have been like in focus perfectly.
Last
And
week
then,
was
of
pretty
course,
perfect.
it was pretty
Or
good
should I
last
say
week.
Sunday?
Look, we will. We're gonna sort things out.
Learn from your mistakes.
What is our topic now?
I
We
want
are
to talk
back.
about a thing which I was going to do a video on it, but I didn't. I might still do it, maybe not anymore. But I have this thing in my head, and I call it like an upload anxiety, where it's like when you haven't uploaded for a few weeks, you know you're going to be filming in like a couple of days or maybe in a week's time. You know, you got some cool videos coming up. But the upload anxieties is the fact that you haven't uploaded your channel in a while, but you don't want to just put up
It's like
some
crap.
video just to put a video out.
Yeah.
And you said that you had... What did you say? You said that you had something similar happen to you today about that?
Yeah, kind of. So today I filmed a video that I also filmed yesterday.
It's like, can you
And-
tell?
Well, look, it's one of those things where I don't know. I set up the cameras and I set up all this stuff, and I get to filming it. I just get so worried that if the video is going to be good enough, like because the thing is, I've got a lot of videos planned now. So once I start making videos, I'm gonna just be making like 1 to 2 videos a week for the next 2 months. Do you know what I mean? So
The old
like,
domino effect.
yeah, it's like once I start up again, I'm kind of starting like not necessarily a series. Well, I am starting up a series, but like, you know, I'm going to be uploading regularly once I start uploading. So I feel like I should kick it off with something good. And I get so worried, like, you know, am I doing it right? Is it going to be good? Is it going to, like, if people see this first one and they don't like it, are they going to watch any of the, you know what I mean? I get all these things in my head. And it's so dumb because I know from giving the advice to other people that, you know, do the first one and that's the
Yeah, just
hardest
get it
one,
out
and
of the
then
way, yeah.
you'll be fine
Yeah.
for the rest. But it's like, I just don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a head thing. I think you get it in your head and you're like, am I going to be as good? Am I going to whatever? But it's always,
It's always better than you think it is. I think that. Because we're always watching our content through our own eyes. So it's always
I
going
think
to be
that any
judged.
video that because I think both of us, like, we stress about it and we try to make sure it's good and blah, blah, blah. Any video that you do that to is going to end up, you know, being at least decent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what's good is that, like, I know in my head that any video I come up, like, I'm not going to post garbage. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to post something good. But you still get that anxiety. You always get that worry, like, is it going to be good enough? Is it going to be, you know, nice enough? Is it going to fit my new style, my new tone, all that stuff? And that's what I worry about. Look, I think that I'm going to film the rest of the video tomorrow morning because the first half was a sitting down on the desk part, and then the second half is like a house tour. So I'm going to film that tomorrow morning before work, and that should be all fine. But it's one of those things that's like, I know when I film it, when I edit it, I'll be like, oh, great. And then I'll just do the next one, and then I'll do the next one. You know, I know that it's going to happen. I just doing it is the scary part, you know, the part where it's like, and it's always easier to think like, is it easier for me to not do this? And then it's like, at least I know I've made good things before and I'm not going to fuck up. Or is it better for me to risk making a shitty video because then maybe I'll make an even better one?
I think seriously, once you the way I look at it as well, like, you can make a video and stuff and you can put it out, and if worse comes to worse, like, you can always take it down. You can always, like, you know, go at it from a different angle, like, see how a video is perceived. I think to me, my biggest thing is like, when I put it out, I'm like, that was good, I'm happy with it, but, you know, improve this next time, improve that next time. But then like you look back in like a month's time, or like maybe even like a like a month after, 2 months after, you look back and you're like, shit, that was awesome. That was the golden age of my channel. But when you were creating the video, you were like, this is trash.
I have that exact same thing.
It's crazy.
When I'm making it, I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I could do better, blah, blah, blah. Just get it out, just post it. And then I look back and I'm like, wow, why can't I make videos like that anymore? Like,
yeah.
But then
it'll always be that way.
Well, that's the thing, but then you make something, and then even though you're thinking that, oh, that video before was better, you make it, and then 2 months later again, you look at the one you made, and you're like, oh, that was good as well. Like,
so literally, like, you know, I know you know this advice, and we give it all the time. Like, if I were you, I'd kind of just like
make it,
put it out there. Although another thing as well, I think this is a scary thing as well, and I felt this in when I go on holiday and stuff, and like, because I got camping next week, and I've got Gold Coast late next month, and I feel like that's one of those events where it's like you've got one shot to go in and film.
Oh yeah.
And if it's not good,
you don't get.
Then you're fucked, because you can't come back home after getting all your footage from the Gold Coast and be like, oh, I'll go back and do this. That's the scary thing, and it's also another thing. It's like, how much am I going to enjoy my trip, and how much am I going to be worrying about getting footage?
Yeah.
You got to find that balance of like. And I think that's what I'm going to do, especially on my Gold Coast trip.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be like, I want to be filming right now and still be enjoying myself and not be living the moment through the camera instead of enjoying it myself.
See, that's the trouble with those kinds of trips and those kinds of videos. I don't know. I think on one side, in all honesty, I sometimes, for me, I find that that's where my better videos are produced, where it's like, if I'm feeling pressure,
like on the eggshells,
you know, where, what do they say when it's like only diamonds are made under pressure or something like that, you know, where it's like, if you
diamonds are forever.
It's like, if you have extreme pressure,
you know,
something actually good is going to come out. I feel like sometimes for me, when I know that I've only got one chance to get that best shot, then I'm going to be like, okay, well, I'm not going to fuck it up then, you know. Whereas for something like this video that I was trying to do today, where it's like just a normal sit down video, like half sit down, half vlog, whatever, it's like, it's such an easy video to make, you know, and for some reason I stress out about it so much, you know, and it's so,
and you can go back and do as many takes as you like.
I guess that is what's keeping me, is because like I know that it's something that, it's one of those things where it's like, I could film it today, I could film it tomorrow, I could film it next week, I could film it 100 times and I probably still would be like, oh,
it has to be flawless, and it will never be flawless. Yeah,
whereas if it's like an event, at least I can say to myself like, okay,
this is it.
There was no other shots you can get now. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's over. You just have to edit what you've got. Do you know what I mean? So I think for me, sometimes that is like a necessary amount of acceptance of like, dude, you can't go back now.
I don't know. Like, I'm kind of interested to see if like, not so much my camping trip again with Gold Coast. Like, I wanna get to the point where it's like, you know, can I still, you know, film this trip, get a vlog out of it, but also come back feeling like I haven't worked when I'm there. You know, get it, like film it, but also enjoy myself, enjoy my time there, like enjoy myself, feel relaxed, and also film. It's not like, the thing is, I'm not going to be going there and feeling like I have to film. I actually generally want to do it. I generally want to get some nice shots. I generally want to film the time I'm going to have with my friend, because I like to look back at it as like a memory. And I really felt this in the UK when I went back last time to film. Like, not at all in America, but when I went back to the UK, I like pressured myself so much just to film. It was almost like I'm going on a holiday so someone else can enjoy a video. And while I'm here, I ain't going to be enjoying myself because I have to make this video.
You have to make it perfect.
It's almost like you're giving the viewer a holiday.
It's
and a good video
tough
and good
line
content.
to walk, because you want to make good stuff, but you also want to be happy.
And not live it through the camera and be like, you know, and act like the only reason I'm doing this right now, the only reason I'm reacting like this right now is because I got the camera in my face and like, you know, or I got it behind me and I'm filming,
exactly.
You know?
You want to, that's the thing. You also don't want to have an experience just for the camera. You want to have an experience that you happen to capture on the camera. You
just want to get a mix of that, to be honest. I think it'll be interesting to see how that goes. I mean, with the camping one, that's going to be like the debut of my drone footage. So
that's nice. That's cool.
that could be a nice. And I'm filming this Saturday for your Halloween thing.
Yeah.
But that's like I've got a topic for that, and it's kind of just like the Halloween part. It would be like a part of it. It's not going to be like the main.
Well, that's the same because I'm going to be using footage from my Halloween
it's like
a video like
but
that.
But it has like an actual main thing. So it's some really cool stuff coming up. But again, it's upload anxiety because like if I look at my channel, it's just been like it's mostly just putting podcasts. You know, it's like it's. And like I put out one vlog. It was about podcasts.
Well,
so there you go.
Aren't you the podcast guy? Like...
You can get fucked. That's when it's like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's like the last like 8 uploads. One of them's been a vlog.
Yeah.
So then there's that other anxiety where it's like that. But I'm not gonna. I don't want to look at that and just feel like I have to squeeze out a vlog or like another video that's not a podcast, but just because it will make it look like I'm not just this podcasting channel. Yeah, they just got to make what you want.
Definitely. I agree. I think it's hard to find... Look, I don't think anyone's ever going to be like 100% happy with what they're posting,
No.
Because...
So stop trying to look for it really. It's like the message out of all this.
Yeah, you can't be. You can't 100% be happy with, I don't know, that video that you made or the direction that you're going in at the moment. You can only be like, well, that's the best I can do. That's pretty good.
Well, it's literally like this quote from Macklemore. He says that if you're comfortable with your work, you're not done yet.
Yeah, that's true. How
fucking true is that?
Exactly. You should be comfortable with your work on the day you retire.
Literally, 100%. Like you're not gonna get there. You're not.
It's true. It's all true.
It's hard being a YouTuber.
Yeah, I know. Woe is us.
I swear, this podcast is like therapy, man. I love it. Like. It is therapy.
It is, dude.
I literally came here today and I was like, how can we possibly turn a Halloween party and upload anxieties into like, especially the Halloween party? Like, I was like, how can we possibly turn that into, like, a personal like roller coaster?
Dude, in all honesty, like I've just been so, I need to like just. Like in this last week, just relax, man. Like in this last week,
man, just get on with it.
I've just been so like, not even stressed. I've just been frazzled, where it's like, it's not even that I'm necessarily stressed. I'm just so like, my brain is moving at 100 miles an hour. And it's not even necessarily thinking about anything specific. It's just, I don't know how to describe it, but I just at the moment feel really frazzled. And like tonight, getting to talk this out, it's so nice just to have that like thing where it's like, you know what, just sit down, just do it. Just like, even though you are frazzled and you are stressed, just ride the wave and just let it be chill. Just have a laugh, do it for a laugh, as the title would suggest, and just chill out. And the thing is, even stuff like tonight, like, the camera issues and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, the whole time I'm like, are they going to notice that I finished the background? Is it going to look good on camera? Like, all that stuff that I think still bugs me in my head. Like the anxiety still come through me, but it's like getting to have a time like this is like so good because it especially doing something like this where this is not necessarily live because we still edit it, but
one day
one day it'd be great to do it live, but doing something like this is great because it kind of is such a good reminder of like sometimes you just got to do it. Sometimes you just got to sit down, get it done, and not over plan it, not worry 100 hours a week about editing it and getting it perfect. Like that's something that I need to apply to different parts of my life. And it's so annoying because I know that it's the best thing to do. It's just, it's hard to do. But that's why not everyone is bloody, rich as fuck.
Man, it's a lot of life is like, it's just a lot of the solution to everything is just doing it.
Yeah.
Really, seriously, literally. If Just Do It wasn't taken,
I know,
I'd use it. But I can't use it.
Well, that's why it's just the perfect slogan because it's so true. Just Do It is literally the solution to pretty much any like roadblock that you might be facing. If you just do it, you just commit to it, you focus it, you get it done. There's so like you'll end up not having to worry as much or blah blah.
Yeah,
it's
just do it now, really. And like
the
another thing I've been trying to teach myself is that right now is the most precious moment because it will never come again and stuff. And like,
and that's definitely a goal I have as well. Like, it's like I know that if I upload 2 videos a week, I've got the plans for it. I've got the cameras. I've got I've got the ability to do it. I know if I do it, I'm going to enjoy myself. I will probably gain a decent amount of subscribers. Like,
You'll feel healthier. Like,
I'll
mentally.
feel better. Exactly. I'll feel healthier. I'll feel like more successful. I'll feel like I'm doing more with my time. Like, there's so many benefits to it, but it all comes down to that first step, just starting.
Just doing it, yeah. Just do it. Nike.
I want to end on a positive note.
Go on.
We're on quite a positive note now, which is really nice.
Fire away, yeah.
What happened last week, Connor? Was it Thursday? You turned, how old was it?
Last Wednesday.
Last Wednesday.
Yeah, I turned 20, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
It's like, that happened. Yeah.
That's a really...
last Wednesday, yeah.
No, I'm really happy for you, and I'm glad that you turned...
What's this shit?
20. I wanted to give you something.
Oh, what's this?
As a bit of a present. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
What's this?
There you go. Just make sure there's no price on it.
Oh, what is it?
There you are. Give it an open. Have a look.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Power of my life.
Hopefully it doesn't.
How'd you know I needed that?
Well, I know you. Well, I just wanted to give this to you. I thought you'd like it.
Yeah, what is this? I'm interested to see.
I hope you think it's interesting. I think it's something... I've used it for probably about 6 months now. I've used something similar. And it really is like a good thing to have. It's helpful. It's easy. I think you'll really like it.
No way. Is this the wireless charger?
Yeah, it's a wireless charger.
Oh my god. That's sick. No way.
No, it's good. I thought you'd really like it. And
that's awesome.
It's definitely useful.
My man.
I did a bit of looking around, and that's a quite nice one. Like, especially the way it stands.
Oh, that's cool.
What's nice is you can have it on the table and you look at it and you can unlock your phone. You can
Wow.
You can have the phone sideways so you can watch videos while charging. Like,
thank you so much, my man.
of course, man. As always.
Dude, cheers. I give you a hug, but
Nah, of course.
I don't want to mess up the frames.
I love you, dude.
Dude,
that's
thanks
how
so
that's
much.
how I wanted to end today, with peace, love, and
Dude, that's awesome.
friendship.
Thank you very much.
Of course, mate.
I love it. Thank you.
As always, everybody.
Isn't
Thank
he
you
a
for
sweetheart,
watching.
everyone?
Thank you for listening. I hope
Cheers,
you
everybody.
Feeling good.
Much love.
As always, check me out. Daniel is weird.
The bubble's there.
Connor Hannum, you know where to go.
You're on the
Connor
right
Hannum.
place.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
See you next week.
Cheers.
Guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, bless you, man. Thank you so much.